Do you ever just like lay in bed and just completely rot and you decide like I don't want to do this anymore. So what better way to do it than to get on your computer and make a YouTube video, make fun of some people on Reddit. I don't know, that sounds pretty exciting to me. So I think that's what we're gonna do today. I think we're gonna troll some people, hurt some people's feelings, and like what better way to live life than to just absolutely troll some people on Reddit. I mean, it's Reddit, right? So it's whatever. I don't I don't have like 15,000 karma or anything like that. Is that a lot? Is that a lot, by the way? To have on Reddit 15,000? I don't fucking know. Anyways, let's get right to it. Okay, so this is our first one. Am I the asshole for not letting my 6'6" brother, we're American here. Well, I'm Canadian technically, but practically the same, right? Am I the asshole for not letting my 6'6" brother have the free first class upgrade the airline gave me on a 12-hour flight? Hello, am I the asshole? You probably are. You sound like a fucking dick. We are at the beginning of my dad's retirement family trip. He's paying for all of us to meet as a family in Hawaii for a week since he is retiring after working at the same company for 42 years. There are 6 of us, but my brother and I live in the same part of the country. I guess it's relevant to say I am 5'1", and my brother is 6'6". I fly all the time for work and have quite a bit of status with the airline for which my dad bought our tickets. For those of you who don't go by feet and inches, that's like 5'1" is like 5 feet. You know what I mean? You got feet. That's fuck stupid. I'm not gonna roll with that. Anyways, this is what happened way earlier today. We were all boarded and ready to go when a flight attendant came up to me and whispered they had a first class passenger not show up and they needed a coach seat to accommodate a standby passenger. She said I had by far the most status of anyone on the plane, so they were willing to move me to first class for free. I was like, oh yeah, and I took it in a heartbeat. I told my brother I'd see him in 12 hours and let me know if he wanted any food or drink, and I grabbed my stuff and moved. Needless to say, I had a nice flight. When we landed, we were waiting for our shuttle. My brother was so pissy, but wouldn't tell me what was going on. He didn't speak to me the whole shuttle ride. We had a nice hello with the rest of the family after I got down from my shower. My mom took me aside and said what I did was awful. I asked her what she was talking about, and she said that I should have given my brother the seat. Thought that would be the end of it, but all 5 of my siblings and my parents are upset with me, and the vacation is off to a very rough start. Well, obviously, you're a fucking piece of shit. I don't, fuck, do I really need to continue this? Come on. I was trying to play with my niece and nephew in the lobby waiting for lunch, and my sister said, no, they only like to play with people who give their family. What were you thinking? Oh, come on, this is fucking made up. There's no fucking way. I asked her if this was about the first class thing, and she said, what do you think it's about? I said that he never asked me to switch with him. She said, an asshole makes people beg, family members don't. I've been by myself since brunch and not having much fun. Am I the asshole? And then there's an edit that says, wow, this totally blew up. Thank you for commenting, everyone. I only saw my family for a little bit yesterday, and they were still mad at me to varying degrees. I have a really good friend that lives here in the military, so she hung out with me, and we met some really fun and cute guys at a dive bar, so my vacation will be great no matter what. But reading your comments really gave me confidence to not give a crap. So I'm just going to be straight up with you, like, you're a fucking asshole. And I'm sorry, but, like, you are. I mean, you should have, if you're always on first class seating and everything like that, I don't really understand why you couldn't just let him have the seat. Like, why do you always need to do it? Do you think you're the center of attention or something? I don't know. It's kind of cringe, to be honest with you, and it seems like you're an ableist. Is that what you use for people who are taller than you? I don't know. You're fucking discriminating on his height, okay? I'd like big fucking deal. You're 5'1". Are you jealous or something? Because he's 6'6", you want to be 6'6"? Tell you, being tall is not always easy. Fucking manlet. Anyways, you're the asshole. Hi, I hope you're enjoying the video. If you are, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff, right? What would you want me to do if I was watching your video? You would probably want me to do all that fun stuff, right? So please do it for me. Sorry for the little intermission, but please do it. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. All right, this next one is, am I the asshole for telling my husband that he is not a chef? My husband and I got into a stupid argument yesterday about going to a high-end restaurant. This restaurant is literally right around the corner from our house, and they host James Beard nominees and awardees. I was getting a little sad about not being able to try it out since we are not that far away and we are moving soon. This triggered the argument. My husband literally said and believes that he is a chef and that we can get high-quality ingredients and cook similar to the ways that they may cook at the restaurant. I told him absolutely not. We are not chefs. He told me that he is a chef. I told him that he is not a chef. Does he like to cook? Yes. Can he cook? Debatable. He added chicken to water to boil it and season the water, not the chicken, and not with fresh herbs and vegetables. Dried spices, you decide. I can't fucking pronounce that word. I'm not going to try. You decide. He truly believes that he is a chef, and I'm trying to tell him that he is not a professionally trained individual who learned techniques and skills in cooking to say that he is a chef. My purpose is to level set, parentheses, and maybe go to this restaurant before we leave the area. But my husband is truly convinced that he is a chef to the point that he wants to argue his point. Should I feed into his delusion to be an agreeable wife, or should I stay in the steadfast in the truth? Please note that he has other amazing strengths that I give him props, but this is not one of them. Listen, if your husband fucking sucks at cooking, just straight up tell him. Straight up tell him. No, you're not the fucking asshole. You're not. I'm sorry, your husband's a fucking dick, but you, at the same time, you need to tell him that he fucking sucks at cooking, all right? I'm just saying, like, there's sometimes people just need to know, right? Like, you can't, sometimes people, you need to tell people they suck at YouTube and that they shouldn't continue to do it. Sometimes you need to tell people they're assholes on Reddit, and sometimes you need to tell people that they fucking suck at cooking. I don't make the rules. I'm just being realistic, and I'm just saying how it is. So, not the asshole. Keep it up, dude. I approve 100%. Good job. But next time, be more of a dick about it. Next time he says, "Oh, but I'm a chef," just be like, "I'm gonna divorce you if you keep saying that shit." All good. All good, the end. Am I the asshole for claiming I should pay less rent if my stepdaughter comes to live with us? My husband has a daughter. She's 22 in college and has been living in dorms since I've married my husband. But now, as she's lost her job and has no solid income, she has to come live with us. I had no problem of her coming and told my husband I should pay less rent since we are now 3 adults. He said we can't divide the cost among 3 because she has no money, so I told him then her or his ex should pay on behalf of his daughter because it would be unfair to divide it among 2 when there's another adult. Why should I pay for her to live rent-free when both of her parents are alive and well off? She's an adult, and that will consume as much as we do, so I don't see why I should be making up for that. Instead of her father or mother, even herself, but he completely disagrees with me, so I told him either the expenses be divided 2 to 1, or she's not coming. He believes I'm being unreasonable for not wanting her to pay. No, totally understood. Those gosh darn 22-year-olds and the fact that they're not well off and the fact that they can't take care of you and blah 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 blah. I don't like, it's her fault, but like, you know what, if she's 22 years old and she hasn't figured out how to be a billionaire, have 27 kids, been married for 65 fucking years, like, it's just on her. Sorry, like, it's her fault that she doesn't have her life figured out, so it's just, I'm not gonna say too much on that one. Totally understand where you're coming from. Please continue to be completely unreasonable and continue to be a piece of shit, because that's exactly what we need in life. All right, woo, celebration. All right, anyway, hello, thank you for returning to the end screen. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and please remember that this video in particular, and maybe some, probably most moving forward, will be parodies. Like, I need to like really get it out there that this isn't one big fucking joke. You know what I mean? Like, logically, I tried to pick ones that are like, really like, obvious kind of thing. Like, no questions asked. It's like, okay, this is obvious. So I just really want to put it out there that, I try to, like, steer away from being offensive. If I do end up being offensive, I'm sorry. It's all fun and games. And I mean, like, if you got to report me, like, do it. Please don't report me. But it's all fun. It's all fun. And I think, it's very obvious with the way how some of these goes. Like I said, these ones were like really like clear cut, dry, kind of thing. And I just kind of like put a different spin on it to, really like, emphasize the fact that it's fucking parody. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please leave a like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Please subscribe. Please come back. It makes me feel really good. I'm sad and I'm lonely and I'm depressed. Bye. So let me just clear something up, okay? I was trying to make a video yesterday, right? And I don't know what happened. I didn't have fun, I think I made like a 40-minute video unedited, right? I edited it down and stuff, but when I went to rewatch it, the entire thing was just skipping frames, and I got no idea why. I was also going back through some of my older videos, and I just like, I didn't like the way the layout was. I was looking at my webcam and stuff like that, and like, it only took up like a small portion of the screen when it was just me, and there was no actual like content on screen, and so it just didn't look good. You know what I mean? And not only that, I bought a $100 webcam. It's supposed to be 1080, and like, Does this look 1080 to you? No, it doesn't look like 1080 to you, and I know that for a fact. And like it's all like grainy and everything like that. Like ugh, I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. As of now, we're gonna go read some Reddit stuff, and I'm hoping that this video isn't gonna run into any issues. I wish I had something to rant about today. Do you guys like my rants? Do I rant too much? I don't know, but I was really proud of the video that I made yesterday. I liked it. The production looked a little bit better. The quality looked a lot better than it did now, but I don't know. I don't know what happened. I just it seems like this is working. So yeah, we're gonna go read some Reddit stuff. I'm not gonna rant about the universe and fate and destiny and talk about how I'm hopelessly in love and all that other stuff. I'm not in love. I don't like anybody. I hate all you guys. I'm just kidding. No, you guys are all right. Thank you for watching my videos and paying a moderate amount of attention to me. It's nice, starting off a YouTube channel, and I think I've gotten over 100 views on most of my videos, and I had to fix my septum. It was really bad. I didn't even fix it. I'm just appreciative of what's going on. It's like I like to entertain people. Most of my videos have done okay. There was one that wasn't well received, and I kind of expected it to go, either way. But yeah, so thank you. I appreciate you. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. It's nice. It makes me feel good. You know what I mean? It makes me want to do this more. You know, and if I continue to grow, videos all the time, every day, 24/7, nonstop videos, just videos. You interested? Probably not. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling now. It's been a few minutes. I'm trying to delay the process. Of course, I want you to pay attention to me and look at me and fall in love with me and stuff like that. How do you feel? Talk to me. You feeling good? You feeling okay? You mean a lot to me. All right, let's get to the video. I'm just gonna be honest. I was just scrolling through Am I the Asshole, and there are some absolute bangers on here today. So I picked the one that seems most clickbaity as of now. I'm just gonna start off the bat by saying, like, yes, I know I clickbait a lot of these videos to try to gain traction, but like some of these are awful. You know what I mean? And I just want to clarify, like, I don't like this is just terrible, as you can tell if you've already read the caption. It's just I don't like it. But anyways, am I the asshole for refusing to visit my mother-in-law after she fat shamed me following the birth of my baby? Now, I like to give my opinion on things before I fully know the context, because that's what I like to do. It just makes things entertaining. I'm just gonna say right now, I don't agree with fat shaming, and maybe I'm biased because I am a bigger guy. But at the same time, like, before knowing any context, dude, she just fucking gave birth, man. Like, relax. Is it that serious? Is it that serious? Seriously? Anyways, I, 26 female, and my husband, 26 male, just welcomed our first baby a few months ago. Him and I are overjoyed, and I am so in love with our tiny bundle. Hell yeah! Babies are adorable. My family has been super supportive, bringing us dinners and making sure we had time for napping while we adjusted to parent life. My husband's family is different from mine in a lot of ways. They didn't want to visit us and only wanted us to come to them. They live about 20 minutes away. I didn't really care to offer much for support following the birth. We were fine with it and brought our baby over when we were able to, around 3 times a month. Okay. I'm just going to say right now that, like, even if there was no subject here and I was just reading this story, like, right away, I'd be able to tell, like, hey, like, these people or this person is a very clear problem. Because, like, they just had a baby. They don't want to leave. Like, everything's at their place, and, like, it's probably baby-proofed and stuff like that. Like, this doesn't, like, this doesn't, like, line up with me at all. Anyways, after the first month, my mother-in-law began commenting about how much she prioritized losing the baby weight. Oh my god, just, like, absolutely pissed right off, dude. Like, after she had her first baby, at first I didn't think anything of it. I thought she was just voicing her experience, as many people do when they're around babies. She then started commenting on my baby's chubby cheeks and how similar they are to mine. I feel a bit hurt, but let it slide once again. The final straw was when my husband was talking to her casually about my wanting to start going on runs again and how we were planning on making it work since our baby is very attached to me. She very loudly said, "You were thinking about trying to run? Shouldn't you start with walking?" His whole family was in the room and looked at me waiting for my answer. I am an avid runner who only stopped due to my pregnancy, and her comment really hurt. Like, I believe family is, like, a really big important when it comes to, like, relationships and getting in marriages and having support in that aspect and stuff like that. And if you, I know people are all like, oh, it doesn't matter what your family thinks and your parents and blah, blah, blah. Your support system, like treating your partner a certain way, or you as, on the receiving end of it, like if your partner's family is treating you badly, like think about it like this, like that's a full lifetime of dealing with that, possibly, depending on how old they are and stuff like that. Maybe you can be all like, oh, well, they'll die soon. They're 80 years old or whatever. But like, this is like something big that I think people really overlook. And I think people can say, oh, well, it's, doesn't matter. You just got to be happy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, sure. But if that's how you feel, you're going to run into situations like this a lot when it comes to, like toxic families, I guess. So yeah, I feel bad for this person, me personally, if like I've dealt with it in the past where a partner's like family or parents, mother didn't like me. I'm just like ranting now, but yeah, no, and it didn't work. I couldn't tolerate being around her and her mom. Not her per se, but her mom. And her mom would have heavy influence on her and this and that. And it wasn't even the first time it happened. So maybe I'm a huge problem. I don't know. But I can just tell you right now from experience that the support system liking you and not treating you badly is huge. And even if your partner is willing to put up with it, does that mean you're willing to put up with it? Kind of thing. I don't know. But I'm also a little bit concerned because it hasn't seemed like the husband has like picked up for her. You know what I mean? It's like the husband. You know what I mean? It's your parents, dude. Your family picking on your wife, the mother of your child. Like, pick up for her, man. Anyways, we're gonna read the rest of it. When I was a teenager, I had a really bad eating disorder, one that I'm still struggling with. Comments on my body or physical abilities are hurtful to hear, and she is someone who I knew talked about other people's bodies behind their backs. But I didn't think she would be so mean to my face. I'm not skinny by any means, but live a healthy and active lifestyle, so weight should not be my concern. This is where I feel like the asshole. I don't want to see her anymore. She makes me feel like crap about myself, and my husband is backing me up 100%. Okay, good. Good, good, good. His mom is angry because she thinks we are just keeping your grandchild away from her and believes it is unfair. He goes there without me, but it is difficult to take our baby because she is exclusively breastfed and refuses bottles of any kind. Am I the asshole? No. No, but there's an edit here, so we're going to read that. After reading the first few comments, I realized I left out some info. I'm currently 5 months postpartum and have been fully cleared by my doctor to begin my running regimen. I mean, nice edit, but like, I don't know if she was like trying to validate what was going on with her or anything like that, but like, you don't have to listen to people commenting if people are disagreeing with you or whatever. Like, straight up, this is awful. Like, I don't like this situation at all. I feel bad for her, especially now that, she has a baby with that family, she's married into that family type thing like this. I don't know. I don't envision this going well. And, depending on if you have old parents or not, 26 for both of you, like, you could have parents like in early 50s. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds reasonable. Probably maybe closer to, 60, early 60s, but like, that's possible. You know what I mean? Like, people don't typically die at 50. Like, that's not really something super common. So I don't know. I feel awful. I don't like the situation. I feel really bad for this person. Because that's awful, being into like a toxic family like that. I've experienced it. Like, it's just, either way, not the asshole. I hope things get better for this person because I can't imagine it being very fun. So best of luck to you. And let's go to the next one. I would just like to announce that I bought a ring light and it gives me some crazy headaches. Like, I've been sitting here and like the light, I don't know, like I don't really notice it as much in my eyes, but like I think maybe it's just like, I don't know, it's weird, but I can definitely tell that something's off. But anyways, am I the asshole for shouting at my husband at a family gathering? Well, I guess we're about to find out. I, 25 female, and my 27 male husband had a child through, oh my gosh, what is with all the pregnancies? Had a child 3 months ago, but the pregnancy was hard on my body, especially after the delivery. And I have stretch marks all over my stomach, and I also got diagnosed with PPD. So, postpartum depression. While I'm working on it now and doing better day by day, but since my delivery, I've been extremely tired taking care of the baby and stuff. But since the last 2 weeks, I started going to the gym again with my husband. One thing which irked me was he always made remarks about stretch marks and how I should somewhat be better by now. He was talking about my body, I figured. And how it always turned him off. Divorce. I kept up with this since I didn't have the mental strength to argue. But 4 days ago, when I was feeding the baby, he again made a remark about my stretch marks. I don't know what happened inside me, but I shouted back at him and literally berated him about it so much that the baby started crying. I took the baby and went to the spare bedroom to sleep. Well, since that day, he has been giving me the cold shoulder, and we only ever talk about it when it's the baby. Yesterday, we had to go to his mom's house for a family gathering, and midway through the night, when all the people were present in a single room, she brought up the topic about my body and my stretch marks and basically said it's not normal that I still have them and must not be doing enough to get rid of them. Well, all the people ages 40 plus chimed in my mother-in-law's support. I was so embarrassed and ashamed by this I left midway, but I did shout at them and I left without my husband. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but this is like the exact same story. Is this the same person? Probably not. It's a different post altogether, but like, I could go on and on and on, but if you watch the, first portion of this video, you know how I feel about this. And this time it's a little bit different because the husband's doing it, and that's an immediate divorce. So I mean, it's one thing, like I said, to deal with the family, like of your spouse, but to the spouse itself, that's like, nope, not interested. And like this type of thing, I wouldn't even give like a second glance, because unless there's something going on, maybe I don't know, because I don't believe life is like super black and white. But at the same time, like, this is from your partner, man. You just carried his child, as far as I'm aware. That's what it seems like by reading it. And he's body shaming you. Like, it's practically his fault if you really think about it. Like, I mean, he was the one who, stuff and things. Oh my. I drove to my sister's home with the baby, and I'm living here since yesterday. Most of our mutual friends, specifically guys, support him and have bombarded me with messages about how I overreacted and how it's my fault. So did my husband this morning by saying how I am overreacting and it's nothing, I should just come back, etc., etc. I haven't replied to any of them, but I don't have the mental capacity to even think about it. But I do think I shouldn't have shouted at them, and I was wrong, but I need an outside perspective. So am I the asshole? No. P.S. My husband has always been supportive and caring, even during after the pregnancy. The stretch marks on my body are the only thing he complained about, and for the first time since we are married, did he complain about anything? I don't. So the husband has been perfectly fine with apparently everything. I don't know. Did it say how long they were together? I can't remember. But, like, I personally would feel a lot better about this whole thing if they had arguments previously. I don't like that the first thing that they ever complain about is her body. Like, do you see where I'm coming from with this? You know what I mean? Like, if something was said, because I'm assuming, if you end up having a child together, you've been together for at least like a couple years, maybe a year or something, at the very least. You would think like something emotionally would be said that would have triggered someone. Now, I know I'm like reaching probably pretty hard here, but I don't like how it's like, instead of like words being said or like goals, aspirations being argued upon, or like whatever kind of thing, right? You know what I mean? Like more like emotional stuff, personality wise. Why is the body the first thing being commented on here? I hope like what I'm saying kind of makes sense. I don't like that. I mean, I'd feel better if there had been arguments about other things in the past. But even though this is the first thing that they're arguing about, I don't like it. It's that, like, it's her body, because it kind of comes off as like, does he just like tolerate like anything like emotional? Like maybe she like says stuff. I'm not saying like maybe he or she, whatever they like. But do you see where I'm coming from? Like, how have there not been arguments before now? So my point being here is that it's like, is he shallow? Doesn't care about anything personality wise or emotional wise. He's like, oh, she's got a banging body. Let's, all good. Let's pop a baby in her. Oh, your body changed because you had a child, a literal human inside you. Not the asshole, but this is depressing to read. I'm sorry, but I feel so bad for some of these people. Like, people will, meme on you for being single and stuff like that. Be like, oh, incel or whatever. But like, this stuff and just other things in general seem to be a lot more common in 2024. So like, think about it like this, okay? With how common stuff like this is, relationships are really perfect to begin with. Is being single really that bad? Like, straight up. Like, you maybe as a single person, I'm not saying you are single. Maybe you have a great relationship. I don't know. But if you are single, and you get called an incel or whatever for being single, would you rather be single or would you rather this? I think people put too much value into the wrong things and stuff. I wasn't picking my nose. I was scratching the bridge. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyways, next one. Okay. So after those last really depressing two, I'm hoping that there's going to be a little something positive here. Like, am I it's AITA, so probably won't be super positive because I mean usually people are, in some certain predicaments, but those last two were like really really depressing. So, but this one here seems kind of promising, and it's also a NTA about a kitten. So, why not? AITA for taking a kitten home like we were promised. My fiance and I were relaxing last night when we got a call from her mom. She said a kitten was dropped off at the vet and needed a home. She wanted to know if we could take the kitten. It needs bottle fed. It would be a struggle since we live in an apartment, but we can do it and agreed to get the kitten the next day. So this morning, we wake up to a text from mother-in-law that goes back on her promise to give us the kitten, as fiance's little sister, 14, wanted her. Fiance got pretty upset because this happens a lot. Her sister is a golden child, and my fiance is often left behind while her sister gets what she wants. We stopped by the in-laws to pick up some stuff my fiance left behind. This was when we were meant to get kitten. Mother-in-law and sister-in-law were outside working out their new horse, so we talked to father-in-law, who told us to take the kitten and go. He gave us the formula and said the original promise stood. We left and took the kitten home. Dude, father-in-law's a fucking legend. Let's go. While we were on our way home, mother-in-law called. Fiance hasn't answered yet, but it might not be pretty. The kitten was promised to us and we can take care of him, but mother-in-law and sister-in-law wanted to keep him. Father-in-law told us to take him and go. Are we the assholes? I'm just going to straight up say no. And I'm glad you got a kitten. It's pretty cool. And we're going to read the edit, and then we're going to, it says there's pictures provided. So, take a look at some kittens, maybe? Fiance's sister was given a neonatal kitten once before to bottle feed, but she ignored him for at least 8 hours while my fiance was at work, after she said she would feed him. The original deal between her and my fiance was a split care 40-60 or 60-40, with sister doing more, but my fiance did about 95% of the care while working full-time. She isn't trusted with pets this young. When I said it would be a struggle to take the kitten, I meant paying the pet deposit. I work from home, so I'm able to take care for the kitten. Fiance's sister and parents already have 2 dogs, 2 cats, and 7 horses. Holy. One of the cats is the adult that the little sister was supposed to care for. He's extremely aggressive to people and other pets. They could not keep him. Edit. Kitten pics are on my profile for all those who asked. Okay. Hey, so I'm over here now. What's up? But anyways, look at this sweetheart. So fuzzy. I took a quick look. And very adorable. I'm really impressed. I just need to, my mic's in my way, so I kind of gotta move my head. So then we got another one here. This one's cute, really blurry, but this one, so fuzzy, so perfect. Boom, look at that. Oh, wow. Look at the hair sticking off of her. And she's got little booties on. She's got little booties. I like the booties. Not bad, not bad. Good style choice. I don't know what it is about pets and just random stuff like that. Obviously, it's probably it's probably a genetic thing. I mean, or something. I can't explain it. I don't know nothing about pets, but I love how animals will get these strips of fur down their chest, or their feet will be a different color from the rest of their body, and their noses and stuff like that will be different colors, and they'll have manes. I don't know what it is. I don't know why that stuff happens. I'm sure maybe you do, and if you do, congratulations. I don't care, but this adorable. But bottom line is, I like animals. I think animals are cute, and I think the way they're designed, they're cute. So if you have a pet, give them lots of pets for me. Give them a smooch. I would really appreciate that. All right. Anyways, I just want to say thank you guys for coming out and watching my videos. I really appreciate the support that I get. It means a lot. Doing this has been fun. I've always, back when I was a kid, I made a lot of content and stuff, just recording random stuff with my friends, acting and everything like that. I just enjoy it. It kind of helps me express myself. It's a nice feeling, and I appreciate it that I'm getting some love on my videos. I'm getting viewers come back and stuff like that. I don't know why it's happening, but it is, and I'm not going to complain. So I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment or something. Ask me what's up. How you doing? I told you at the beginning of the video I wanted to hear from you. Let me know. So let me just be like, hey HG dear, what's up? No, be like, what's up, dude? Anyways, thank you. Goodbye. So I bought a ring light, right? I told you guys this. And I'm hoping you guys listen to me. Hope you guys are paying attention to what I say. So anyways, I bought a ring light, and I have a mini PC, a sandwich one. So it has 4 USB ports, right? So mic, mouse, keyboard, and monitor plugged into the PC. No more USB ports. So I have a very small room, right? So my Xbox is not too far from my computer. So I was like, okay, well, my Xbox has a spare USB port. Might as well just plug my ring light into that. Well, mind you, I've had this Xbox now for a few years. It's a Series S. When it just came out, I bought it right away. And I don't know, could you blame the ring light? Maybe. But anyways, The Xbox went in sleep mode last night, and the ring light was plugged into it. I woke up, the ring light was still on, so I didn't really understand how. And like, it was in energy savings mode as well. So a little bit confused as to how that works. But anyways, I woke up this morning, turned on my Xbox, and it was running in 480p. Mind you, I have a 4K TV, and the Xbox is 4K in like video mode and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Did the ring light brick my Xbox? Am I now forced to watch things in 480p? I messed around with some settings and I fixed it a little bit. I can't watch stuff in 4K apparently, so that's fun. I'm having a really good time with that. I'm really impressed. So my point is that I'm really sad right now, but I figured the best way to get over my sadness is to, make fun of people on Reddit. Read some stuff, say some crazy shit, and that's where we'll go with that. Appreciate you guys for giving me all the attention that you have on my videos. It really means a lot to me. I've hit over, I think 1,100 views on like all my videos collectively. So that's great. You gave me so much support on my last video. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you. I love the people who comment. I love the people who like, and just anyone who, sticks around. Maybe it's a sign my content is getting better. Is that what that means? Am I getting better at YouTube? Oh man, that's crazy. Anyways, no more chit chatting. Let's go and do some Reddit stuff. I'm really excited to do this. I love doing this so much. Now, I noticed I like to put myself in random spots on the computer, or on my recording software. I mean, I hope it doesn't cause too much confusion. I don't really know. It's like, maybe it's not a big deal, just the fact that I throw my camera in random spots, but just kind of easier instead of like, moving it around too much. I still have to move the screen around because I want you guys to be able to read with me as I'm reading. Don't stop reading. Stop reading right now. Stop reading. I know you're reading. But anyways, yeah. So just if you guys notice anything about my videos and you feel like you really want to comment something, just let me know. I love feedback. Now don't go call me an idiot because that hurts my feelings. But just say like HUD, your videos like kind of suck, dude. Like maybe this is what you could do to fix it. I really appreciate that, but don't insult my intelligence. I'm just kidding. You can say whatever you want to me. Am I the asshole for calling off my birthday dinner because my parents were making me include my sister? You know what? Before I read any further into this, I'm gonna give my opinion after I have a little bit of context. I, 16 female, am the oldest of 4. My younger siblings, Eva, I'm just gonna go with Eva, okay? Eva, 14 female, Rory, 11 male, and Jace, 9 male, all have food allergies that were passed down from my mom's side of the family. I don't have food allergies. My siblings' allergies are pretty severe and include a bunch of different things. This always meant we have to be very careful about food in our house, as well as where we eat out. There's only 2 restaurants in our small town that are safe for my siblings to eat at. I hate both those places with a passion. The food is so bland to me and some of it is disgusting. My parents are okay with it and my siblings love both places. I'm not the only one who feels that way because my grandpa always grumbles when the wider family gets together to eat someplace because he hates them too. But we both know they are the only options we have. My parents like to do family dinners instead of birthday parties for our birthdays. I've always hated it because it's never super fun to eat at places you don't like. I've told my parents I'd like to do something different for my birthday for years now, but they always treated it like I was some bratty kid for wanting something other than a family dinner. They talked about how resentful I am of the sacrifices we need to make for my siblings and how it always shows how much I dislike doing it and how they are ashamed to say that their own firstborn. What? Wait a second. What? That about their own firstborn. Okay, my bad. Sorry that I had to reread that. Wow. They told me I should be glad to do it for my siblings. I admitted sometimes I resented missing out on certain experiences. The local indoor playground was always off limits because they had peanuts at the table, and 2 of my siblings are deathly allergic, so that meant my parents didn't take me either. Also couldn't go to see a movie, even with friends, because my parents were concerned about exposure to something like peanuts. Okay, hold up. Now, before I finish, let me just say that, like, I do believe making sacrifices are necessary for family. And I'm like not super familiar with allergies, but like, wow, this is a tough one. Honestly, I feel like now I actually have to like really think, and I don't like thinking. So I understand that yes, you do have to make sacrifices, and maybe you have to make sacrifices more often than not. But it seems like this person can't do anything like at all, and I don't know how you make that work. I kind of, I don't know to the extent as to what the parents do for this person. Oh, whoops. I don't know the extent of what the parents do for this person, but it seems like could the parents be making more effort to try to to at least allow their oldest child to do something? Yes, I understand that the siblings have peanut allergies and stuff like that, but you have a kid as well. Like you have a firstborn. that apparently is not allowed to do anything because of the other kids. Like, you know what I mean? You still have one child that wants to be able to do things, and she shouldn't be able to not do those things because of, you know, other stuff that's going on in the house. So I kind of, man, this is a really good one. But anyways, let's continue reading, and I'll see if I can. This year they told me I could skip the family celebration and go out to dinner with my friends since my grandparents were willing to host us for a sleepover as well. I was so happy. My friends and I had agreed to try this place in town, and one of them is related to the owner, so she was able to make a family reservation for us. Then my sister wanted to come to dinner with us. I told her she couldn't because it's a place she can't eat in or even be in. My parents told me I would just need to change the location, but my sister wants to go, so she better be allowed to come. Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry. I understand the sister has a peanut allergy, but like it's one thing to make sacrifices pretty much all the time because you kind of have to because you live with your siblings. But for her parents to say, "Yeah, go do this," and then all of a sudden the sister's like, "I want to go," and then not being able to do it after the fact, that would really frustrate me. And I don't think that's fair at all, already, considering what this person has to deal with. And it seems like for the most part, the oldest daughter is a pretty good sport when it comes to everything else that she's got to deal with, right? And like, I'm not trying to, take a shit on the younger siblings because they can't help it, right? But at the same time, like I said, you have an oldest daughter that doesn't really she's able to do her own things. And once you make promises like that, you probably shouldn't go back on them, especially if it was her birthday and stuff. You know what I mean? And seems like she's a good sport about it most of the time. I think the parents are, kind of hard on her a little bit. But anyways, they told me there are no compromises to be had. Holy. I told them that I don't like either place she can eat at. They said I'd still have my sister there. So I called my friends and told them the whole thing was off. They felt so bad for me, and I told my grandparents too. My grandpa was furious. It became a fight between my grandparents and my parents, and my parents flipped on me for calling off the dinner. They told me how cruel it is to cancel a whole pre-planned thing just because they were making me include my sister. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Am I the asshole? Holy. Now, like I said, unfortunately, she lives with her sisters or in brothers, or I can't remember the ages and sexes of the siblings, but wow. No, not the asshole. I think, like I said, I don't know how things have been tolerated for the most part in this family up until this point. Um, but I think what really crosses a line for me here, in my opinion, is the fact that the parents had made a promise, being like, to go do it, yeah, like just do it, and then they're like, never mind, you got to include, like, it's her birthday, and like I said, she's been a good sport about it for the most part, it seems. So I don't approve of this at all. I'm very much in approval of the grandparents, and I personally think maybe even the oldest daughter should go stay with the grandparents. But obviously, parents might not, approve of that kind of thing. But I don't like this at all. I don't like how she's treated. I think it's bullshit. But I'm just a YouTuber slash Reddit degenerate. So what influence do I have? But I think she would benefit a lot from at least spending some time at her grandparents' house. It's never mentioned that that's happened before, I don't think. So I hope people in the comment section suggest that, and I hope her parents are at least willing to listen. I don't get the vibe that they will, so I'm sorry, but either way, not the asshole. And we're gonna go read another one that I really hope isn't as depressing as this, because was kind of sad. Best of luck to you, and I hope for the best. Okay, so this one caught my eye, and like I said, I love to give my opinion on things without knowing context. So I'm going to read this because I've already read it, the subject, and I'm going to give my opinion on it because I want to. I like giving my opinion on things. Do you have a problem with that? Am I the asshole for not allowing my son and daughter-in-law to use my vacation home for their baby shower, even though I let my other daughter-in-law do so? Now, I'm just going to say right here, that's some bullshit. Straight up. I don't, as of now, without knowing context, my opinion could very well change, but I like giving my opinion on things, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. You notice how entitled I am to my opinion. Anyways, as may not be entirely the same, but as someone who was a stepchild to a very wonderful woman, and I don't like this because she never treated me any different from her daughter-in-law. Or her daughter-in-law, her bio daughter. I mean, I don't believe in being treated unfairly. I also was in a relationship with someone, the mother of my child. She had a kid before my son came along, and I didn't treat him any differently. He was my kid as far as I'm concerned, as long as I was allowed to be considered his dad. And I was, oh my gosh, my hair, my camera is flipped, right? So I'm like brushing it, but I'm brushing it in like the wrong way. But yeah, no, I don't agree with being treated unfairly, stuff like that. That really bugs me, and I wouldn't do it myself personally. So this kind of really irritates me. But anyways, like I said, no context as of now. So I'm just gonna continue to read, and maybe my opinion will change. I have 3 sons, and they are all married. Congratulations, I'm really proud of you. I have 3 daughter-in-laws, and I get along with 2 of them well. I do not get along with Holly. I find her to be a two-faced bitch. I'm not going to hide that I do not like her. The reason I think this is because she will talk crap about people behind their backs. She has done it with the other daughter-in-law and with me. One example I can think of was during their wedding. I gave the couple I'm sorry for about to butcher this, Le Creuset small set because they wanted good cooking equivalent. Later, I hear her saying it wasn't the color she wanted and that I was cheap for getting the small set. Oh, no, fuck her. See how fast my opinion changed there? She does this often. You try to do something nice for her and then she bitches about you. It could be anything that isn't up to her standards. I've distanced myself from her and I don't like interacting with her at all. I'm not okay. I am okay not being close to her at all. I have a summer home. I am allowed my other daughter-in-laws to hold up events up there. I got a call from my son and daughter-in-law asking to use it for their baby shower. I told them no. This started an argument about me not treating them like the other family members and me pointing out the other family members are not two-faced assholes. They called me a jerk and the family is split. Some think I am being too harsh and others think it is deserved. Now, there's some edits here and I'm kind of glad about that because there's one problem I have with this whole thing and it's the fact that it's also her son. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, you don't like the daughter-in-law and whatnot. Now, this person's not entitled to do anything like this, but she does have a son, and he wants to use it as well. It's not just her; it's him as well. So this is a really difficult one. But anyways, I'm gonna read the edits, and hopefully that'll clear a few more things up for me. But this is definitely a tricky edit. Someone asked for more examples. My oldest daughter-in-law had a housewarming party. After it, she told everyone that her taste was shit and tacky. Oldest grandkid birthday. After the party went on, how she looked like crap, couldn't lose the baby weight, and is a bad parent. My youngest daughter-in-law. She's a big reader. Dinner at their place. Made comments about all her books and made a comment implying books are her only friends. Are her only friends. Man, I'm tripping over my words today. I'm hyped up on caffeine, so you're gonna have to forgive me. She's a big reader. Dinner at their place. Made comments about all her books and made a comment implying books are her only friends. A lot of comments on her clothes. Biggest one was at their wedding. She made a comment that she should be wearing red since she looks like shit. Oh my! For people who don't know, saying her bride should wear red is calling her a whore. Bro. Me. The wedding one I gave in the post. Another one was hosting Easter, and she went after all my cooking. She has attacked my clothes multiple times, saying I am too old to dress like I do. I mostly wear jeans. These are just ones I've heard from her mouth. There have been more, but I heard that secondhand. Okay. This is something I don't normally do, and I'm really struggling with my opinion on this one, because like I said, I do believe, it's not just the daughter-in-law that is a total flaming, but it's her son as well. So I'm gonna read a few comments here. I'm gonna bring you guys along for the journey. So let's go. Now I don't know how much I'm gonna dive into the replies, but I noticed OP here did reply to this comment in particular, so we're gonna go take a look. Not the asshole. The reason you're getting mixed responses is because am I the asshole hates mother-in-laws? Why? I don't understand, but anyways. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth is a common phrase for a reason. You can't trash and bash people and expect them to accommodate your needs. From the examples you provided, it seems she mostly attacks other women. Is she very friendly with the men in the family? Like in a way that she wants to be perceived as the number one female? And that could be the reason behind her behavior, even though it's a garbage reason. Either way, your daughter-in-law sounds like a capital B, I agree, and your son should have shut down these comments long ago. Yeah, okay, that's something I wasn't thinking about. Okay, good. I like this person. This person's Fairlock 1226. You give very good insight on things. I appreciate you. But he didn't, so now he doesn't get access to the summer house. Completely fair. Oh well, you seem fine with the restricted relationship with the both of them, so go enjoy your other daughter-in-laws. Hell yeah. All right, not the asshole. I'm fully on board with this. I think, yeah. Thinking about it now, if the son was, putting an effort to make sure that these comments were going away, then I could see it. But son not putting in any effort to, try to keep the relationship steady. So not the asshole, fuck them both. I'm going to read what OP is saying here, and then we're going to move on to the next one. She really only does it to other women. I noticed that too. Mother daughter-in-laws are firmly on my side with this, but the guys in the family are not. It's really difficult to shut down since she will do it behind their backs. Talking with her friends or a one-off comment that slides in. Not to mention insults that people don't know are insults. The red dress, for example, saying she would look better in red. Wedding dress is an odd comment if you don't know the history. Okay, hold up. I've noticed Fairlock is saying something intriguing. Am I about to go down a rabbit hole here? We can't let this happen. We're going to read this comment and then we're going to go. She's 100% trying to alpha you all. She makes comments where you all feel disrespected, but when the men hear it, it's you are too sensitive to her remarks. She's a sneaky one. It wouldn't surprise me if she plays to the man's egos when the women are out of earshot, because then they are left with the feeling of, oh, she's so nice. It's my wife and mother who are being too hard on her. Is that something women actually do? I've had quite a few girlfriends, okay? Take what I mean there with a grain of salt. Most of my relationships have been over a year. So we're just gonna throw that out there. I'm not unfamiliar with women, but, at the same time, it's yeah, we're just gonna. But I'm not like super familiar with them either. Is this something women actually do? Is there any women that watch my videos, or even men that are like super familiar with my videos, that are like able to comment on this and can like confirm? Because like this, as far as I know, men don't do this. Like, and I like, I don't. It's weird. Why does it matter? I don't know. Being the number one female, why? But anyways, yeah, that's this one. I hate having to think so much. It's just awful. I don't want to think anymore. Can I go read a brain dead one? That'd be really great. But anyways, best of luck to this person. I hope your son divorces her or whatever. And yeah, you know what? Remember when I said I wanted to find a brain dead one? This one seems pretty fun. Typically in a restaurant, you go to eat stuff, and apparently this person is questioning if they're the asshole for wanting to eat dessert in the restaurant. So I'm excited. So my boyfriend, 29 male, and me, 28 female, are currently traveling through Italy. Yesterday, we would take a train from Florence to our next hotel in the countryside of Tuscany. We were going to have a last dinner there yesterday night. I chose a place that has the best tiramisu in Florence according to Insta, and we did manage to go there earlier. Our meal took a bit longer than expected, and my boyfriend reminded me that the last train we could take was at 21:40. The next train would only come in early in the morning. He said that it would be too tight to eat dessert and that we should just pay and leave to make it to the train. According to my estimation, we had 20 minutes left, so it would either be 20 minutes waiting in the station or 20 minutes in the restaurant. No big deal. When the waiter came and asked if we wanted anything else, I quickly ordered the tiramisu. Without having to read the menu, I just figured it would be fast enough to make our train still. My boyfriend kind of got red in the face and asked me why I did that. I just told him that they will bring it out soon and that we will have plenty of time to make the train. Oh God, I feel like this is going to be another hard one. So it took a little longer than expected, and by the time it came, I only had time to snap a few quick pictures and eat it fast. I offered my boyfriend some of it, but he said he didn't want any. We paid and left. It was tight now, but still possible, so we grabbed our luggage and made a run for it. In the end, we made it. I admit that there was barely any time left, but we got in the train a couple of minutes before we left. I sat down and just felt such relief that everything worked out. My boyfriend just threw the bags down and sat somewhere else for a moment until the train left. I called out to him and told him to come sit with me. I started talking about how he did it, but he cut me off and asked me in an angry tone why I had to have that dessert. He complained about running halfway through the city and almost missing the train. I felt very hurt and was a bit scared, to be honest. I've never seen him angry like this. We argued the whole train ride and was on our way to the hotel. There, he eventually just said that he was exhausted, turned around and went to sleep. I cried myself to sleep at night and woke up feeling very horrible. He is still asleep, and I come here to ask if I'm the asshole here. So first off, I don't know the context of what would have happened if you had missed the train. Would it have been a big deal to have to stay another night? Was money tight or something like that? I don't approve of how the boyfriend reacted. I kind of maybe understand, if you were a little bit irritated in the restaurant and stuff like that. But once you made the train, just let it go, man. Like it's really not the end of the world. I don't think so. At least just maybe have a quick conversation about it. Just get your feelings out there in a healthy manner. Just be like, I really wish you didn't do that because we were already gonna struggle to make time and everything like that. I didn't want to rush, and I understand not when you go to the airport, if you tell me you don't go 2 hours before takeoff, I don't believe you. I don't at all. So I can kind of understand a little bit. I don't think the boyfriend handled the whole thing well. I do think maybe she should have sacrificed it just to make sure, time. But that has nothing to do with the boyfriend. That has everything to do with, making sure you don't miss your train. Because 20 minutes, to get somewhere, it's kind of it's especially when it comes to train rides. I live in Canada. As far as I'm aware, we don't have trains here that travel from country to country. I think that's how it works in Europe. But I personally think you shouldn't have ordered the tiramisu, or couldn't you have gotten it to go? I don't know. But I don't like how he handled his emotions. So that's something really important that you need to, when it comes to relationships, you need to be able to communicate in a healthy manner. And I don't think the boyfriend did it well. I think you can be upset. Sure, I don't blame him necessarily for being upset, in my opinion, because she definitely did kind of cut it close. But her boyfriend, I think, should have handled it a little bit better. I just think it's something that probably should have been talked about beforehand. I'm not going to say you are the asshole, but I kind of want to say you're both the assholes, but you're also, both not. I think you shouldn't have had the tiramisu, but I also think it's not a super big deal once you made the train. And I think the boyfriend was valid to be upset, but I also don't think he was valid in how he was upset. I think you need to treat your partners with respect and stuff like that, and not be a dick. Just don't be a dick. But yeah, this one was all right. I was kind of hoping it was gonna be funny. This one was not funny actually at all, and I'm starting to like. Is it just me, or is like the more I've been doing AITA, the less these have been funny? I don't know. I used to really search for funny ones. I think I'm not doing that recently. I'm just kind of like picking the most popular ones. But yeah, I think we're gonna do some funny ones from now on. Well, going to do a combination. I think we can't be all funny all the time. But anyways, so I'm of the opinion that another successful Reddit React. I think it was successful. I've noticed that I do believe I need a haircut. Um, the hair I've noticed it now as it's gotten a little bit longer that like this side is like way shorter than this side. Now I think I told her in like some regards to do something with that. Now, because this is usually the way I have my bangs flipped. So maybe it makes sense. I don't know. I just like having long hair. I told her, do what you will, just do something. Make sure my hair stays long and just do something. And she did something, so but I think it's soon gonna be time for, another little trim. Um Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that bell notification. Hit it right now. Do it. Someone just walked by my window. I'm scared. I'm gonna sit here and stare at you until you subscribe. Did you do it? Okay, good. I'm proud of you. Thank you so much. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.